What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex. You watching a Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. Last night marks the very first movie that I watched in the theater for 2014, and that would be Lone Survivor, directed by Peter Berg. And Lone Survivor is adapted from the novel of the same name, written by retired Navy SEAL Marcus Luttrell, and it's about his account of how Operation Red Wings went down. Back in 2005, Marcus Luttrell and three of his Navy SEAL comrades had a mission to take out a high-value Taliban target in Afghanistan. Not everything went according to as planned, and then next thing you know, they're just cornered, or rather flanked by a whole bunch of Taliban soldiers, and it was a very scary event. And now it's put on film by director Peter Berg, and well, I checked it out last night, and man, that was a powerful film. Like, there are a lot of war films out there, or rather military dramas, and I have to say that this one is right up there. It stars Mark Wahlberg, Emil Hirsch, Taylor Kitsch, and also Ben Foster as the four Navy SEALs. And the story is really about one of survival, brotherhood, sacrifice, and a lot of people are probably thinking, you know, this is another American war film. It's all about patriotism and rah, rah, rah. No, it's not about that at all. This is about brotherhood and survival and just going against just ridiculous odds and trying to make it out alive. And it's such a powerful movie. And, you know, this is a Peter Berg film. It's definitely going to be action-packed, and it totally is, but it's also got a great amount of not just storytelling, but good characterization. For a movie like this, I always find that it's hard to really define who really is the main character. Like, who's the character that we're going to put the main focus on? And, well, Mark Wahlberg's got top billing in this movie, but I have to say that all the characters equally excel in this movie. They really have a great amount of screen time, and I think that Peter Berg decided to spread out the characterization amongst all of them. I think that all of them have great roles, and they played their part very well, and it made for a great connection with the audience because we were really rooting for these guys. These guys really needed to survive because we wanted to see that happen, because they're really going against some ridiculous odds, and it's just scary. It's very scary, and with Peter Berg's direction and Marcus Luttrell being there as an advisor to really show the audience and show Peter Berg how it really, really went down, it just made for a great and a very realistic cinematic experience. There are a lot of military dramas out there that are really, really well done, and like I said before, I gotta put this one right up there amongst the ranks of Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down. And you're probably thinking, how can you put Lone Survivor with a classic like Saving Private Ryan? Well, Saving Private Ryan deals with World War II, but the war in Afghanistan and the war on terrorism and, you know, what's going on in the Middle East, it's very different now. It's a different type of war, and I think that it was portrayed very realistically. Like I said, it's very scary, and Peter Berg gave us a very emotional ride. There are a lot of moments where we just feel like, oh my God, this is just like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And when you see just some unfortunate things happen to his buddies, Marcus Luttrell's buddies, you're just like, oh my God, this is, oh shoot. You know, this can't be happening. This is terrible. You know, this is the type of feeling that he gave us in the theater, and it was really intense. Excuse me. So I gotta say that this is a fantastic film. It's a must-see film, and I love Peter Berg's direction. He just gave us the right amount of characterization, just the right amount. And then after that, it's just full-on action. And it's not just, you know, shoot 'em up action. Like, some people think that, oh, this is just gonna be a big battle, and it is, but every single moment where they're shooting their guns, I felt that that in itself is characterization, because it really shows what each character, or rather what each soldier out there, every Navy SEAL personnel out there, what their role is. They each have an important role, and that is to watch each other's back. It wasn't just about like, yeah, die, 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 kick ass, you know, you want some? It wasn't about that at all. It's about, I got your back, okay? You know what? Go out, I'm going to cover you, and I'm going to keep on watching your back till the very end. That's what it's about. It's a story of brotherhood, sacrifice, and survival, and the key word being brotherhood, because these guys were brother in arms, and you really feel the connection amongst them all. And there you have it. Now, this movie has some really great direction on it. Peter Berg is at the top of his game. This is his best film to date. This would be his second military drama since The Kingdom, and I have to say that ever since The Kingdom, I've been waiting for a movie like this, and he got the right team on board. Of course, Marcus Luttrell was there as an advisor. Harry Humphreys, who's retired Navy SEAL, who's worked on a lot of films, he was also an advisor as well, giving them all the information they needed to make this movie very realistic, and shooting it digitally and more on Steadicam was a great decision. In The Kingdom, there was a lot of shaky camera work, same with Hancock, but this time they decided to keep it a little more grounded and give it a more cinematic feel, and I really like that, because this time I really felt that I was in the battle. Like I felt like the bullets were whizzing by me, and I really felt for these characters in a very, very very intimate way. And there's some sequences which involve some crazy stunts, like ridiculous stunts where I'm pretty sure that some stuntmen really hurt themselves. And we had some great performance from all four actors. And I gotta say that this is the must-see movie of 2014 yet. I mean, so far. You gotta check out this movie on the big screen. It needs to be seen on the big screen. And I'm surprised they didn't get an IMAX release for this movie, because it's just one of those movies that looks great on the big screen. And the sound is just superb. Bullets whizzing by, and just all kinds of surround sound effects, and great film. Just an absolute great film. Now, I give it an 8.5 out of 10. And there are, you know, it's not a perfect movie. I would have probably just wished for a little bit more character development. Just show us a little bit more with these characters. Like I said, he gave us the right amount for us to connect with these characters. I would have liked to know a little bit more about each character. Now, I understood each one of the characters' roles, but a little more development would have been a little better. But still, at the end of all this, I still think it is a great film. Now, some little elements in this movie, from what I understand, were embellished a little bit, but for the most part, it's the most true-life account, and Marcus Luttrell lent his name to the movie to really give it that extra push in not only the realism, but also just honoring the sacrifices that these brave men made, especially for their country. And this movie is great. That's all I gotta say. 8.5 out of 10. You gotta check it out. And there you have it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. I'm gonna go with choice number 3. I would tie them up just like they did in the movie. All right.